Angry homebuyers are waiting on as many as 1.6 million apartments. Suppliers that sold cement, paint, rebar, and copper pipes are owed more than $100 billion in payments. Employees who were strong-armed into lending are panicking now that the company cannot repay them on time. China's Evergrande Group, the embattled property developer whose towering debt has set off panic in global markets, is buckling under the weight of more than $300 billion in debt. The company's billionaire chairman told employees Tuesday that they would walk out of darkness as soon as possible. But the question for many is whether the company can stumble out of its current crisis on its own without being led by Beijing. And experts are making increasingly grim predictions about Evergrande's ability to hold on without a government bailout and the consequences of a possible collapse. A disorderly collapse for a company of Evergrande's size could have ripple effects in the world's second-largest economy and beyond, including scaring off investors who have bet billions of dollars on the company's success. A panic may also damage China's property market, a huge source of the country's growth that is increasingly prone to heavy borrowing and erratic home prices. The effects of an Evergrande collapse would depend in large part on the attitudes of China's top leaders. For decades, China's property market seemed to have no limits. Developers like Evergrande built cities from dirt, created jobs, gave the middle class something to pour their savings into, and enriched local governments who sold them land. Along the way, it created economic growth that stunned the world. Now, prices have become too high, and Beijing is trying to slow things down. It is also trying to send a message that no company is too big to fail. The Hong Kong-listed shares of China's other major developers have become the target of investor angst in recent days as China's stock market is on holiday. CITIC Holdings, a much smaller real estate developer, lost 87% of its value Monday before its stock was halted.